Okay, let's be honest, all right? Somewhere in the last couple of years, you've seen Hogwarts Legacy. Whether it's on your YouTube page, whether your friend told you about it, either way, you've heard about it. It is a new Harry Potter RPG game that's coming out for $60. This game is an open world role-playing game, meaning that you're going to be a student at Hogwarts, taking classes, learning spells, and able to traverse an open world with mounts and encounter all types of things out there. This game looks really promising, especially if you're a Harry Potter fan. I can't imagine how you must be feeling to see this game actually come to fruition. However, I cannot say that I am confident it will be successful. When I say I'm not confident, I'm pretty sure we have some things that we need to be worried about. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen of the internet? I'm Treyllo. Welcome back to a brand new video, guys. If you guys enjoy this video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And let's get into why you might need to be worried about Hogwarts Legacy. With the video footage they're showing us, this game looks really good. We've seen evidence of cool spells, good graphics, and definitely an open world to explore. But let's not forget that these trailers are giving off a lot of red flags. Most of the gameplay they release has been scripted gameplay, which means that it's not actually just real life gameplay. The developers put something together ahead of time and that's what they're showing us. The game will likely be a lot less engaging than they're showing us in the trailers, so it's hard to get an accurate representation of what we'll see. But regardless of things potentially being scripted, the main worry is that the company that's developing this game, Avalanche Studios, does not really have experience making games like this. In fact, this is by far the biggest project they've ever made in their careers. This worries some people because making an open world game is not super easy. It makes it easier because they're adapting a universe that already exists, but still, they don't have the experience to really just drop this game out of nowhere. And don't get me wrong, they can prove me wrong and make it amazing, but it's likely the game will come with some problems that are gonna have to be patched over time. A lot of companies don't invest in open world games because they are so hard to make. So seeing Avalanche Studios put out a $60 AAA RPG open world title is kind of something to be worried about. Not to mention the game's been delayed multiple times, but when is a game not delayed these days? The open world is actually a problem in itself. On the trailers we've seen, the open world does look kind of bland. I'm sure there will be side quests and things you can do out in the world, but are there actual interactions? Are there going to be tons of activities outside the main castle that are actually worth doing? Is this game just saying it's open world for the mass appeal when really it's an empty world? Can I go up to random NPCs and interact with every one of them? Can I kill them? Can I trade with them? All these questions are unanswered and many of them are important. A game can be massive but feel so empty at the same time if it doesn't have those open world interactions. In the trailers so far, we haven't seen much of that. All they're doing is just flying around on their broom and mount, showing us the world, but not showing us what we can do with it. It was so hard to extract actual content from the interviews that the game did. They come on the show and are asked the most closed-ended questions ever, and we can't actually get any value from it. So once again, everything is only more worrying, especially when they're doing these interviews only a couple months before the game's release. The amount of spells in the game, I believe there are under 40 spells in Hogwarts Legacy. Now, you might be thinking, oh, 40 isn't that bad, but people were expecting a lot more. There are a lot of spells in the Harry Potter universe that are not shown in the movies, but have their place in the universe. For a AAA game, only 36 spells to have the entire time is kind of janky. People aren't sure if that's the type of thing that they're going to expand on in the future. Personally, I think there should be over 70 spells. They can make up new spells if they want to, for all I fucking care. Replayability is also a big worry. Hogwarts Legacy will have its campaign, and it will have these open world quests likely. Replayability is likely the biggest factor that goes into deciding if someone will buy a game or not. How many hours will they actually be able to extract from the game before it gets boring? The game is promising around 20 hours of main story content, so that's pretty average. And if they can stack on another 30 to the open world, then you're looking at a pretty complete game. But the question is, will that open world come through for us? And that is undecided. There's so many questions still about it, and if we don't get answers soon, it's gonna worry me, and that is the main fear and the reason I'm making this video. Will this game fail because it's just a cheap adaptation made to reap money from people who love Harry Potter, or will we actually get a complete game that is fun for the average audience? It's hard to say, it's hard to tell, and all we can do is wait to know more info. But don't you find it a little bit suspicious that only 3 months out from release, we don't have that info in our hands yet? Guys, let me know what you think of Hogwarts Legacy and this entire video as a whole. Do you think you could see yourself buying this game, or do you think you're gonna pass and see what the game's about when it launches? Let me know down below, guys. As always, I'm Treyllo, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.